Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so let's see what we have for today's. Of course, there are several agendas listed here that I'm gonna be demonstrating, by those areas which are listed here. Of course, that is typical my life histories in Canada. Okay, since I arrived here in Canada, and then plus my business plan and then project. Of course, as I said yesterday, briefly on those areas. Of course, first of all, good morning and to all of you, and then who are watching this program, uh, this webinar with me, Wayne Hassan Ziziton, and the Wayne Hassan Ziziton is my first name and last name. This is my middle name is Hassan, or last name is Hassan, and then or the middle name is Ziziton, and then or the last name is Ziziton, and then my first name is Wayne, and then mostly in my mother language, and then they do call me Wani, okay, and they also give me the name Wani James. Zaman tanin nas tanin bear of Wani James, the Wani James Hassan, or the Wani, and then the Nasan bear of the Wani organizations. Nasan bear of okay, Zitikonia the Wani. So that's the thing. So if we see here, that is 2004. I was here in these countries. After I finished my edition, my O level, ordinary level from Uganda, and then my A level vis-a-vis, and then with my teaching also in one of those primary schools in Kenya, and then that facilitated me immediately this one I traveled to this country Canada in 2004. So here I qualified as a migrant, as a new migrant to these countries, and then vis-a-vis we have several areas, several mandates, and then several arrangements which we have here in these countries, and then here since I come to these countries, people know that this is me, Wayne Hassan. So 2004 we make the process, and then my process fall within the 6 other families which I come with, and those 6 families we don't coordinate with them very well. The guy is called Lagu Angel Jones and has children, has families, and then they fight also, they broke up, the families broke up, and then myself, I found myself battling myself alone here, and then things are not too good. He's also doing his business. The families, I don't know how they are doing the business. So that is altogether different things. So the situations here, since I finished my O level, my A levels, and then I come to these countries, and then I'm a young, and then I went to schools, to college after 1 year in Canada, okay, and then I went back to schools, and then I got a student loan which is equivalent to 9,000 on my first edition, my first professions, 9,000 with the 96 branch of the of that professions, and then I did the exams. The exams was completed well. I passed it, and then I got my diploma, and then I went for another diploma in another year, 2006, and they also completed my diploma in payroll, and then vis-a-vis with the fee which is equivalent to also 8,000, and then 8,000 plus 9,000, that is 17,000, and then the other things come to roughly 30,000. Okay, food and other things come to 30,000, and then the money, we were not too good there, and then the money was stolen. So leave that, and then 2007, that is when I begin looking for jobs, and then I can no longer find a jobs here, I cannot find a job there, and then what am I supposed to do? I choose let me travel to another part of Canada, another province, outside this province here. I fly to another province and then looking for jobs in 2007. So there I got a jobs, but I'm living with another families, and then we live there with those families, and then we have to take their car to get to work, come home, get their car, go to work, come home. It's really very hard. So I do that facilitations with them for at least 3 months. Let's say it. I work with them for 3 months, and then there I make 80,000 impairedly. The 80,000 is impairedly. I have cases to do with the recessions here. I put here recessions 2008 recession, 2010 recessions. You know exactly what they mean to recessions. So the 80,000 has been turned recessions. The 80,000 has been turned impaired, impairing my heads, and then things getting confused, and then how the money vanishes, I don't know the root cause. Waited for that, and then for the second round I went for 80,000. I make the money also vanished. So in 2000 edition, in 2008 now, okay, that was 2008. I found myself battling back here to London, okay, because I was hospitalized. I have surgeries and then the other things, so I can no longer work. So I got pissed off and then pissed off. So looking for jobs become a difficult things. And then I found myself back to London, repatriated by doctors who put me in surgeon for 3 months. Okay, on surgeon for 3 months. They put me inside prisons, doctors' prisons in hospitals, which they call mental health. Okay, 3 months jails in hospital. And then I was there and then repatriated from that province back to Ontario here, and then I found myself residing at these shelters called the Mission Service, the Man Missions, the Unity Project, the Salvation's Army. That's where I found myself staying there. Okay, because they repatriated me, other than taking the airline, which is SOTA, they said let me go by bus, by Greyhounds. So Greyhounds is Canadian #1 leading highway bus, which may take you from here to USA to anywhere part of Canada, anywhere part of USA, Canada. Okay, that is, they call it Greyhounds. So that is why they put me on Greyhound from that province to this province. We traveled 3 days. That is 3 days. All the way to morning, all the way night, all the way morning, all the way night, all the way morning, all the way evening. That's when we get here. That is 3 days, 3 days, 3 night, and then to get to this area. Okay, we get here around 6 p.m. and then I get the taxi from the bus stations. I drive to the Salvation Army here. And then because I don't have no more money on me, I was sergeant there. I did not go for jobs. I did not go for anything. And then that times, since I went to that province, leave that I'm also not on Service Canada because I'm in that province, and then they're working, earning the money from Maple Leaf. That is the job. The Maple Leaf companies know that I'm already employed. And then every month they pay me money, which is more than 5,000 or less than 5,000. They pocket me that money, okay, 6,000 per month. So that is what they know, and then that's why I'm not with the Service Canada. If your money is 5,000, you cannot go for Service Canada. I mean for Service Canada for that purpose. So from there, I don't know where the Service Canada is operating in Calgary. I don't know. I did not even ask their door. I did not even knock their door because I'm employed. but working with another families, staying with another families of Galgary. Okay, black families, they're also Sudanese. Umon begul Arabic, umon begul Kakwa, I mean Pojulu language, and then that's what they speak. So there, of course, I come back there, and then I don't have money on me, no nothing, because I was repatriated from there. I have no money to begin renting a house, to begin going to another family's homes and then ask them and then confuse them. You know, it's very hard. How am I gonna go to work? Because I'm right from my doctors. I cannot go and look for jobs. That's why they put me direct to Salvation Army for that purpose. It's not because I'm lazy. No, I'm hardworking, but that's how the stories begin. Now, I take the taxi from the bus station to Salvation Army. They said they are full, no free beds. And then I take another taxi from here to that end. They said there are no beds, and then they were like this, because I was like this, you know. I'm dressing always. Whatever I don't have these things on me here, the pen is here. This pen here I have is still on me, and then I have my ties, everything there. I'm always neat, cleaned, and then I have my jeans. I have my shoes. They are good, you know. And then the bag, my traveling bag is good. The rolling wheel is good. And then I have my things fold, my school books, and then my books, my personal books, you know. And then I have my other things which are well put. And then, you know, that's why those guys, they are dodging, they are as if let me go to hotel. And then how do you expect I'm gonna begin paying the hotel, you know, to find a house here? So that's why I registered with them around 8 p.m. Okay, and then I showered, and then I begin staying there, and then the following days, on the first day of the week work days, and then I report to London Housings, and then I report to them. I said I told them my situations, and then they said fine, let me take a forms. I apply for housing. You know, I did applications for housings. That was Dundas Colborne's London Housings before they moved to the Market Squares. That was 2008. So I did that applications, and then they said what happened to my previous informations, because I have a house. And then the homes, I went and checked. I found a white man staying over my apartments, and then it's not easy to get the thing. So the guy is a little bit annoying and a little bit cannot understand me. Doesn't want to give back my key and everything. So I say fine, leave it, and then I will do another applications. So that's why I relax with these people. But there I relax, and then I stayed. Let's say it 7 years, let's say it 7 years. You stay there with these people from 2008 to 2010. That's what I stayed there with these people. Okay, I stayed there, and then till I work hard, and then I go to these homes. The same home here which I'm speaking. Okay, today. I moved to this place, and then I begin putting my thing here, furnitures I put, everything I put here, and then their business here. I have a business, computers business up to that window there. I have a computer business down there, and then the system is good. And then I have also car dealer which I open here, okay. And then I have bad guys. They come and they knock me here. Again, they confuse me here, and then they badly handled me. And then I'm seeing homes there collapsed. Hyde Park, which they newly built, collapsed. And then these Goodwill buildings, which is down here, is collapsed. And then they put it back to with the old one, with their computer systems. I don't know how. And then the other homes which you are seeing here is also collapsed. And then those other areas all collapsed, and then everything went back to recessions. As I said, it's very hard, and then these recessions. And then from this unit, they drove me back to homeless shelter where I began. You know, so I'm seeing those people collapse, and then I see myself collapse, and then I cannot even argue, I cannot even straighten myself, and then further my business. So things become very, very hard with that story. So that is when I call it 2008 failed actions with the failed account. Okay, failed actions with the failed account. And then I was Salvation Army, I was Man Missions, I was Mission Service, Unity Project 2008 to 2010. Repeatedly they mistreat the years. The way those guys they are playing that movie is not saved. The same year 2008 they have to repeat it. They have to take you to 2008, and then they bring you back to 2008, back to 2009, back to 2008, back to 2009, back to 2008, back to 2009, back to there. And then that was 11 years. Let me say 11 years consumed just I was with the homeless shelters. And then how much am I earning there at homeless shelters? Of course, $84 a month, and then $21 weekly, and then that $3 daily per person. So that's what we know. And then we have to make a very long line with those people, with the people who at the homeless shelters. Okay, they are over age, they are elderly, they are younger, they are youth. So you can see they are younger, they are youth, and then of course different kind of people. And then we have to make a long line. Okay, so they are crash bait, as I said. They are all London homeless shelters. Okay, providing basic lunch, basic supper, dinner, breakfast, of course, workshop, library, vocations, job training, self-employment, free home visitings, actually, which they are just offering there. So the service is their food is 6 a.m. Okay, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. I mean 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then the breakfast is over, and then 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Lunch is over, and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Supper is over. Okay, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, that is the snacks. You go, you eat, and then you go to bed. Okay, daily for all homeless persons, and then free beds. Okay, and they also have additional room for rent, and then the room beds to pay somewhere there. If you for those other rich people, of course, I was previously, as I said, that is a bad recession years for doing nothing except I was good at Facebooks, fixing myself, and then fixing my incomes, and then fixing where I'm earning the income from, because connecting the entire works, connecting those people is not easy. So I stayed away from them because I got myself employed, and then by factories. The factory is very big, and then paying good money for me, whatever I'm working 60 hours per week, and then that's how the whole work become very heavy for me. That's when I was put on surgeries on hospital for those purpose. I was hospitalized because I was working 60 hours per week, and then I have my 40 hours, which is regular, and then 20 hours of overtimes. Every week, every single week, I have to bother the guy, which I was staying at his homes, and then drive them back to work, and then bring them back, drive them back to work, because we are working 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Our shift is over, and then we're gonna shift another shift from 6 a.m. to 10. Okay, to 10 a.m. You see, so 10 to 10, that is 10 to 10, that is 12 hours. Okay, so we are not giving up. That is 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. So first shift is 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. one shift, which they call regular. They are counting as $13, 32 cents, and then you get paid. And then the overtime is $20. Overtime is $20. If you put there overtimes, you know overtime is how much rate from the regular shift times the overtimes, which is the percentages. Overtime percentage is there. Okay, either that 15% overtimes. Okay, they add 15%, that is it times 15%, and then you get roughly $20, $19, roughly $20 to the nearest digit. So there, and then 4 hours is from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I mean to 10 a.m. That is 4 hours, and then the 4 hours plus the 8 hours, which is 12 hours, and then that is regular. Okay, so since I come back to this London here, I was repatriated from there, and then you know what I do here is only Facebook is free, they don't pay people. Okay, my account they don't pay it, and then I do Twisting, they don't pay it, and then I do Linked, they don't pay it. I do YouTubes, they don't pay. But those YouTubes I'm doing is a camera. I have a phone cameras, which is the old phone, which they normally do flit like this. They do open like this, you know, and then they close like this, they open like this, they close like this, they open. The number font which come with the camera, that is the least I was doing, but they don't even do much, so recorded less. That is what I know, and then that is why it is. So it's not very easy much, because that is the Facebook is a picture. You take a picture with the end kind of cameras, and then you put them, and then that's what we've been doing. You know, I was also Tech, High Five, and then Bados. Okay, so on that very year, so that is what I was doing as an self-organizer, and then as a self-director, and then as a self-employed person for my own interest. That's why it's not easier, you know, to survive, and it's not easy to mandatorily, of course, get the things, you know, challenge in some other areas, because it's very tough, you know. So the budget itself, even the $84 whatever I was making, maybe I keep saving the money, because the food is free, the beds is free. What I know there is go there and then buy for myself soaps, and then even sometimes they supply soaps, and then they supply toothbrush and everything they give you, and then the laundry detergents they give you, the laundry is there free, everything is free. For laundry, of course, yeah, you pay a coin, $1, I mean 50 cents. You was the things, and then maybe you want juice at the note during food times, and then at your free times, because I also have a laptops. I come from there, I have a laptops, and then I do write my books called All Ears, and then my laptop is working, and then I have on my laptop, I have what they call Microsoft, and then I upload Microsoft to write the books, organize the books, and then do with the Microsoft. And then that is still the laptop was robbed away from my hands. I was authorized by those guys, let me not sleep here, and then I put my laptop on my stomach. I overworked, and then I found myself sleeping on the chair at the lounge, and then they closed the lounge. They said everybody should go to bed, and then I did not listen to very much, and then I was asleep. My laptop is on my stomach, my carrier bag is on the floor, and then I was busy here typing, and then working with the musics, and then the guy, I forgot to type, and then I forgot to work, and then I went to sleep. That's when a guy, I hear a weapon just boom somewhere, and then the guy come, and I found no more addition. I found no more the things on me here. I have my laptop stolen from there. That is how my business begins, because I lost a laptop from this homeless shelter. I lost the laptops, and then the guy who stolen the laptop, and then my carrier, everything's, and then they rescue my carrier, and then the laptops itself cannot be longer rescued. The charger, and then the everything's inside there, my memos, they went with it, except I pocket some of my things which they call USB. I pocket them well somewhere. That was 2008. Even they have still USB. You know, floppy disk was 2004. And then the beginning of 2005, they begin 2006. That's when USB become available in the market. 2006 USB hit the market very much, and then now of course my pockets are full of USB, and then I do carry everything, my books which I write there, I put them in USB. My data is transferable, my skill is transferable, and then I make everything very easier for me. Because if it's a USB, it must be big, and then the whole thing is in the case. So the guy would have gone away with it, you know. So I found myself boom with a weapon, and then I wake up at the end, everything gone, you know. So that is why it's a criteria. That's when I began. I staying without computer. I have to go to library, open the library files, and then work for 2 hours, and then borrow another card from my friend who doesn't goes to library, and then work another 2 hours from his card every time, because this is a bulk of works, and then I have to work here 2 hours, go there 2 hours, go to another one 2 hours. That is a 3 locations, 6 hours plus the friend card. That is 8 hours. You know, I'm working 8 hours for these people and free. You know, but it's a library, so what can I do? It's free, nobody paid, because Facebook's everybody doesn't pay nobody, you know. So it's not easy. So it needs skills, and it needs upgrade, and it needs things like that. You know, it's not easier to travel, and you have to bear all the situations, and you have to understand yourself, you know. So that is at least to narrate over this case which is there. Otherwise, on concerns, that is very much, I know it is, because is Anne of course appeals for whoever is very not aware of this kind of situations. Those situations that are normal there. But you know, if you are alone here in these countries, finding a jobs, and then sustaining a life is not balanced for sure. So that is why unless you really decide, let me go self-employed, because you don't know, because I have the enemy will keep me confused if I keep going to another company and beginning jobs. The company which I work for may even get pissed off. They may say it here, the guy come here stolen even all these orders, you know. That's why if I work for me, and then I can figure it myself here, how my thing was smuggled, how my thing is there, and then I'm self-employed. I ease that burden, and then of getting myself injured more, you know, and then that's staying away from doctor, and then staying away from jails, because I have entered in jails many times, in hospital many times, and then that is a life to do with between the life and between the no. You have to decide no life. Why? I have to decide more. There is life. That's why pertaining, and then of course, you know, by individuals. Otherwise, that is overview cases to do with that.